Hello, everyone. This is
Adam.
and Kat with Glowing in Love and bringing you your mystic guidance.
That's right.
Today we have a special treat for you guys.
Oh boy, do we.
Okay, so I don't know if you've been following, but Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco.
The hottest topic right now in the whole world.
Yep. Super sweet, adorable couple. They just recently got engaged. And typically we don't do a lot of Hollywood type stuff. You know, we don't follow, I mean, we kind of glance here and there, but we've been especially feeling the Selena Gomez Benny Blanco connection. And here's why. Back in 2019, Adam did Selena Gomez's chart approximately 6 years ago. And in this chart, he was able to predict the kind of man she would wind up with in the future. And I find it fascinating that although he didn't go into the greatest detail, he did definitely cover the most important details. And I'm going to play that clip for you right now. And if you wanted to see the full chart, we're going to include that link down in the description if you want to see the full Selena Gomez astrology chart. So here goes.
So, now that you've analyzed her chart, is there any indication that she will have children in this life?
If she does have a child, it will be through, as you can see here, it would be through a love affair. Because this fifth house is also, when it comes to children and entertainment and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, she does have a child, it will be through a love affair that she has.
Okay, will she get married, you think?
Looks to be so. It would more than likely be somebody, as I mentioned before, that's more of like a mentor or a teacher. Someone that she's known for a while. It's kind of like a Celine Dion thing where Celine Dion married like her producer or whatever.
Okay.
Things like that. Like
that makes sense.
Somebody that you look up to that has like a father archetype or something, you know. If your dad more than likely was not in your life all the time, then you will probably marry someone that you would think of more as a father figure, so someone that's older than you. But it's going to be, you know, a very learning experience, and it's also a way to really leave this earth, you know, because it says here, when the Saturn is in retrograde, you're here to basically complete the life that you just had, because your life was cut too short, your past life was cut too short, so now this life, you're completing what you started. You're finishing what you started, and it has to be a marriage with an older individual that happens to be a teacher.
Gotcha. Do you see her doing any kind of travel or any, like...
Well, there you go. So, Benny Blanco is a producer. He's
and
older
a mentor.
And a mentor. He has written songs, mentored many artists out there.
Amazing songs, too, like...
Yeah.
Billboard top charted hits and stuff.
Very, very talented person. I mean, if they
Very
have a
much.
baby together, it's like it's going to be probably the most talented baby ever. And you know, they're just really awesome, down to earth people. I've watched some of their interviews, and they're just really cool, down to earth people, honest and really just creative. And from an artist standpoint, I find them to be very inspiring. But I just find it awesome that Adam was able to predict that just by looking at her chart. He hasn't even analyzed his chart and looked into that yet. So hopefully we can do that soon. But yeah, I think it's awesome. And that just goes to show how your birth chart, and this is not 12 sign astrology, this is 13 sign astrology.
Which is sidereal astrology.
Exactly. It's the most accurate astrology, I think, on the planet. And
you can even find out for yourself by downloading Star Walk 2, putting in your month, day, year, and time of birth,
yeah,
and seeing where the sun is placed for you the moment you were born.
Yeah. And I think Star Walk is an app that you can download.
Star Walk 2.
Sorry, what did I say?
You said Star Walk. Star
Walk 2, number 2. It's an actual app that you can download from the Google and I think Apple Store. But yeah, I just we wanted to show you guys how if you get your chart done, Adam can tune into your what's going on. Your blueprint is right there. Like your divine blueprint is showing like your destiny, basically, the map of your soul for this lifetime. And you'd be amazed what can the information can come through regarding your destiny. I think you mentioned something, Adam, about Selena's Saturn return and the timing of all of it, right?
Yes, we all go through our Saturn return at the age of 29 and a half, more or less.
Yeah.
And it lasts for 2.5 years, more or less, because it depends on when Saturn goes retrograde, because when it goes retrograde, it's like at a standstill.
Yeah.
And you can see here, if we take a look at the 7th house right here, her Saturn return, right there, in Capricorn. So Saturn is the natural ruler of Capricorn. It's all about structure, discipline, ambition. And then, of course, Capricorn itself is the ruler of the 10th house, which is the house of career and the public image. So it's very fitting also where it is placed in the 7th house has to do with marriage. So it's just, you can read it right in the chart right there. More than likely, she's going to marry someone that's older than her, that's like a mentor or a teacher.
Yeah.
In her life. It's right there in her chart.
And you could see they have that soulmate, like really deep connection. Like it's like, is it a match made in heaven? I think so. I mean, the connection is unbelievable. They have the creative connection, they have the emotional, the intellectual, the physical, they have all those levels they're connecting on. And I think you mentioned that he's an Aquarius, March 8th in 13 sign.
Yes, he's an Aquarius. And you could tell because he's like an outsider, he doesn't fit in a box.
He's a zany kind of guy.
He's very zany, eccentric, and funny.
Yeah.
And he definitely is futuristic and more humanitarian as well, like a normal Aquarius. Aquarius, I like to say, is the psychologist of the zodiac, also the psychic scientist.
And I think when you said humanitarian, I remember when the fires in LA happened and they were out there helping people. So that's a pretty cool thing. And I think she's also very humanitarian in her way of thinking too.
Yeah, she's also like a nurturing mother because her sun and rising are in Cancer. So she's very nurturing to her fans, to everyone that she comes in contact with.
I love it. So any last words before we close out, Adam?
I look forward to assisting anyone that is willing to come forward and get their true natal chart done, because this is 13 sign astrology. It's not Vedic astrology and it's not tropical astrology. The closest thing to 13 sign astrology would be Vedic astrology. The only difference is we count Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, the keeper of the esoteric wisdom, the serpent bearer. Ophiuchus, the one that allows us this time to ascend.
I love it. Thank you so much, Adam, for your work.
You're welcome.
And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And if you would like a reading with Adam, we have our website, glowinginlove.com. And I also do Akashic record work if anyone's interested in that. But
also want to say,
oh yeah,
I want to give a shout out to Selena Gomez
and Benny Blanco.
Yes. And Benny, if you hear this, I want to do your chart too, buddy.
Sounds good. All right, we love you all. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.